What I missed? One the same, Distorter and back for Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explores the Sky Let's Play. Getting dizzy. Anyways, we're reaching the final stretch. Should probably do some item management before we continue on in the story. I guess while I open up these boxes, I will do a short recap. Last time we went into the Zero stream via help from Drowsy. Okay, I gotta get my voice together. Went to the dream, met a Cresselia that basically told us our existence is bringing the world to ruin and we need to die. And so on and just stuff along those lines. Let me get a sip of water. But anyways, we got out of the dream after hearing the horrible kind of news from the Cresselia, as I'll call her for now, telling us that our existence is basically going to bring the world to ruin. You get the idea. But as of last episode, we went and saw a sunrise, reminisced on Grovyle, and figured, hey, it's not our choice that we are here, and if we happen to be causing the end of the world, then so be it. But we'll make it so we don't cause the end of the world or something, and we'll find a way. And to find that way, we want to find out today if we need to, I guess, fumble, dropped it. Okay, let's just see what Kekleon has to say. Or not say, but sell. Orange gummy. That actually is good for Claudia. I don't give this Kekleon enough love. Let's see selling. Hyper Beam, X-Scissor, Escape Orbs. I think we're good. Well, let's just get on towards the beach. Actually, can we go in here? Yeah, why not? There's a place I really want to visit, but I'm too scared to do it myself. Will you come with me? Shimmer Desert, Guide Bronzor. I think it wouldn't be a bad idea. He has Levitate and Heat Proof, so he wouldn't really be all that difficult to bring along. Plus, he'd be immune to sandstorm damage. Why not? That's actually probably one of the better escort missions I could probably take for that dungeon. There we go. Any special offers? Recycle, offer, what's the special offer, my good why not? Calcium. I want to conserve on orange berries. So no thank you. Thanks, but no thanks. Let's get going. To the beach. Say, Lapras, there's something we want to ask of you. I got something in my mouth. 1 second. Something we want to ask you. We're investigating the distortions in the fabric of space. The distortion of space itself. Yes, and we'd like to learn anything you might know about it, Lapras. Hold on, guys. I'm just going to pause. 1 second. Yes, and we'd like to learn anything you might know about it, Lapras. Can you help us? Do you know anything? I'm sorry to say, I don't know anything about the space distortions. Oh, I see. However, I do know of a being that embodies space itself. Pardon? A being that embodies space itself? Yes. Time and space are deeply connected. So, just as Dialga governs time itself, so too is there a being that governs the fabric of space. That being, who is it? His name is Palkia. Its name is Palkia. This being is said to possess the ability to distort space itself, and the spatial rift is said to be its domain. A being that governs space? Palkia. Another being like Dialga. If we met Palkia, we might be able to learn more about these space distortions. So, how do we get the spatial rift? Can you travel there, Lapras, just like how you can go to the Hidden Land? I hate to disappoint you, but I can't travel to the space rift. I don't even know where it is. That is all I can tell you. Oh, alright. I'm sorry, Kitsy. I'm sorry I'm not much help. No, not at all. Learning about the existence of Palkia is a big help for us. Thank you, Lapras. We'll investigate on our own for now. So basically, Lapras didn't know much about the distortion of space, but he did tell... He? I thought it was a girl. I thought they... Well, anyways. But he did tell us that Palkia controls space itself. And that this being dwells in spatial rift. Palkia, huh? If we can meet with Palkia, we'd be able to ask about the distortion of space. But we don't know where spatial rift is. I guess there isn't any point in worrying about from now. Let's continue to look into this tomorrow. There's no giving up now, Claudio, even though I don't know how that could be counted as a whole day, but whatever. It's nighttime. Ah! Tremors? Oh Jesus, how'd he get in here?
I have found you at last! The defilers who are causing the distortion of space.
Who are you?
I am Palkia. I hold sway over space. I have domain over dimension.
Palkia? You're Palkia?
You cannot escape now. This is the end for you.
Where is this?
This is my domain, Spatial Rift.
What? Spatial Rift?
You dare to distort space without my permission? I will be rid of you now.
What?
This is the end.
Oh Jesus, what are you doing? There's absolutely nothing behind us.
They fell. However, there's no escaping me.
I'm surprised I was able to do that voice. Ah! Ow, ow, ow. Where... Are you okay, Claudio? It looks like we've landed somewhere else. But this is all such a shock. Who knew things would turn out this way? I don't understand. Why did Palkia suddenly attack us? You seem to be bellowing about distortion of space. Palkia seemed to know that we caused the distortion of space, and then he attacked us. But what I don't understand why... There's no mistaking one thing. Palkia is trying to get rid of us. He might attempt another attack. We should get out of here as soon as we can. Let's go as soon as you're ready, Claudio. That's right. And fortunately, there's a Kangaskhan rock here. I would recommend getting items, of course, but let's see. Slumber Orb, Roll Call Orb, Petrify Orb, Escape and Cleanse, Max Elixirs, plenty of Reviver Seeds. I think I'll just play it safe and grab another Oranberry and another Apple. I don't want to risk anything. I just want to grab another Reviver Seed. I don't think this dungeon is very easy, to be quite blunt. I'm gonna bring a rainy... No, rainy orb. I have a fire type with me. Kid sees a fire type. Foothold orb. And a decoy orb, because fuck it. Alright, I would recommend also saving while you can. And we will go into the spatial rift. Are you ready, Claudio? Yes. Okay, all set to go. Let's go. Welcome to Spatial Rift. This is a dungeon that has a lot of flying types, electric types, and mostly that. I mean, there's a few other odds and end types here and there, like psychic types, I guess. I promise there are Pokemon in this dungeon. It's just I happen to get so weirdly lucky that there's not any Pokemon for like 3 floors, except for now on the 4th floor. But you'll find like Magnezone, Pokemon like Magnezone and Electivire, and Jolteon even. Claudio leveled up to 45. And there's traps, there's Pokemon that are just really difficult to deal with at times, because of course flying types and electric types don't share any weaknesses. There's also the fact that, one thing I want to point out, if you notice, I'm using Drain Punch on Sableye, and it's super effective. And do you know the reason why? The Emmet Ring. It allows me to basically have the ability Scrappy and be super effective against the Dark type part of Sableye, ignoring his Ghost typing. And I guess I should also point out there's also just Pokemon that are really tough to deal with, like Charizard. They are very dangerous because not only do they get like Flamethrower, but I think they get like Heat Wave, and the fact that the sun is out part of the time, and this is a dungeon where there's a lot of weather effects, and I don't know if they're predetermined by floors like Mount Travail or not, but it's definitely something. Okay, the trap where it summoned Gallade and a Jolteon, but with the faux Fury, but they're all afraid and try to run away. And then, here's some interesting strategy. I have myself a decoy orb. If I just use it on here, on this here sleeping Chimecho, everyone else all the other enemies are going to go after it until it faints. Fun stuff. And basically we won't be attacked. There will be two Magnezones, 2 distracted by this dumb doll made out of Chimecho. They try to destroy it until it's gone, and then they go after us, and then we are able to hopefully get everyone taken care of. There. Sableye. Drain Punch. Oh yeah, it's cloudy, so all moves aside from normal type attacks are weakened. Oh yeah, Gligar. Pokemon Gligar is probably one of the bigger dangers in this dungeon. For even in an unevolved Pokemon, its basic form, it carries Guillotine, a one-hit KO move, and it is not afraid to use it. There's also Toxicroak, which are a bit annoying, but what else is new? Give me my health back. Thank you. Getting plenty of treasure boxes. And then of course there's Honchkrow, kind of dangerous. This dungeon of course only has 15 floors on this section, but that's that. Sticky trap. But otherwise, this dungeon is a bit challenging. We came a long way in here, but this place doesn't seem safe either. Let's keep moving, Claudio. That's right, there's a midway point. Might as well save, because we might need it. keep going. Deep Space Rift. Clear gummy. Might as well eat that. Blinker seed. Nothing in here. Pink gummy. The fact that there are gummies spawning in here makes me suspicious of a monster house. Well, fortunately, I have a petrify orb. Let's just hope we don't run into any traps that would make us... that would maybe like where would... Let's just hope that we don't get any... activate... oh, somehow or another... oh, white slash, that's right. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Launch Crow actually can't get to us. Well, now it can, but... might as well go for... let's go for the nasty plot. You are kind of scaring me, Hunch Crow. Please proceed to die or faint. Thank you. What's this? A transfer orb. That just makes one Pokemon into another. Well, anyways, this is the Deep Spatial Rift. So... I guess there's not much of worth noting, other than the fact that when we're able to return here later, it's the only place in the game where you can actually find Porygon and be able to recruit it. Because if you remember, back in Temporal Tower, the Pokemon Porygon was technically spawning on the dungeon floors, but it was not recruitable because of the fact that it was spatial. It was Temporal Tower, and yeah, that's basically it. But here, if we were to come back after this whole ordeal, we can try to maybe find ourselves a energy ball. I don't think kids can learn that in this generation. Yeah, no. But Porygon can be recruited here, albeit they have a really low spawn rate, which is honestly really frustrating, but nonetheless, what else is about here? There was something... oh yeah, energy ball. Ninetales, and I guess Vulpix, could technically learn Energy Ball, but not via TM in 4th Gen. Instead, they would only be able to learn it via Egg Move, which is honestly the weirdest thing. But, you know, I was so certain this was going to be a monster house. Well, might as well eat this purple gummy. Give it to Kitsy. Don't we have another? Yeah, we have a pink gummy. I might as well eat. Claudio should eat that one. Yeah, but it's very weird. Monster House? How did I know? Okay. I have a faux hold orb, which will petrify every enemy on the floor at one time. Uh-oh, Toxicroak, that's right, the sun's out, therefore Toxicroak can get... well, let's see, what am I trying to say? Toxicroak's ability Dry Skin basically causes it damage in bright sunlight and healing in the rain, so that is an interesting detail. So if you go to paralyze them, they'll get... in the sun, they will get damage eventually. If I proceed, they will get damage eventually and proceed to be unpetrified from damage. Rocky Orb? Whatever. Three items. I don't remember how many floors there are in this Deep Spatial Rift. I want to say 10 or maybe even the same as, I think it's like 10 or maybe even 15. Something along those lines. Mirror shot. Good. Mirror shot can lower accuracy. That is always a pain. I'm sorry, but I probably should have done this the post-narrated way, but I just kind of went right in and didn't think. So now you're here stuck with my current thoughts. Identify orb. That just identifies enemies that have item they're holding. Not really the most helpful unless you have a Pokemon that knows to move Thief or something. Troll orb. You know what? Why not? And it's just a hurdle orb. 9th floor. Ring. Joy ribbon. No. Ooh, poison. Do we have... I don't think we have any more heal seeds. No. Okay. Oh, why did I do that? I did not mean to do that. Now we're both poisoned. Don't flamethrower, good. And we're back. Pretty much that trap. Room with poison trap. Let's try down here. Over here. Ah, yes. This is a special... This is a room where... Jesus, just... Go away, Toxicroak. This is a chamber that... One of the few places, actually, in a regular dungeon where there's an actual locked door, where there's a special... I guess it's considered a species-exclusive swap item, but it's not available at Krogan Swap Shop. It can only be obtained from this spot in the game. But okay, Spatial Rift Bottom. We're here. Huh? Claudio, over there. It's a dead end. What should we do? This is as far as we can go. Oh, tremors. Palkia.
Your resistance is useless.
I gotta get water.
You will never escape this place. I will reveal why. It's your fate to be obliterated by me.
Here he comes, Claudio. We have to fight.
Here, this is it. Roar.
This is Palkia, and he is hard. Like, no joke. I've had more troubles with Palkia than I've had with Dialga. Period. I'm going... Need to think about this carefully. Save that. Okay. Palkia gets his signature move of Spatial... Oh god. Spatial Rend. Spatial Rend, of course, is... It will hit everyone on the field. And much like Dialga... Palkia has much the same... IQ skills where he can just make you not be able to attack. Period. On top of that, his move of Spatial Rend, instead of causing him to have to lie on a turn of not being able to attack, instead, its deal is it has a high critical hit rate. There's also the fact that he can slow you down with Scary Face. And yeah, he's just not fun. Here it comes. Yeah, you can see how much he uses that Spatial Rend, and it's not fun at all. Not to mention his pressure ability will... Oh ho! You thought. Okay. Good. prison. Now he can't actually attack for a while. But I'm out of Dragon Punches, but... Rock Slide all the way. Can't move. Okay. He has Water Pulse. Jesus. I don't want to confuse him, because then he'll just use, like, Spatial Rend, and that's it. Oh, well, see, he gave us more trouble than Dialga did. Huh? Palkia? Palkia stopped moving. What? What happened to him? Palkia has been enveloped by the nightmare, just as Azurill has. A voice. Where's it coming from? Who are you? What do you mean Palkia has been enveloped in a nightmare? It means the power of darkness has spread so much farther. If its growth remains unchecked, the world will become drowned in darkness. But you two, would you to enter Palkia's nightmare? What? Palkia's nightmare? Yes. By entering his nightmare, you will learn why Palkia attacked you. So, what will you do? What will we do? Claudio, should we go into the nightmare? I mean, I don't see any reason. Fine, you've decided. I will send you into Palkia's nightmare. We probably should save, but we are continuing this episode. It's not over quite yet. Oh, Palkia!
You two? What are you doing in my dreams? No, I remember we battled, so why am I here dreaming?
You've been enveloped by a nightmare, Palkia.
What? What did you say? I'm in a nightmare?
Calm down. Well, calm down.
Proves it. You should know with Noxus.
What, Palkia? Wait a second. We have to ask you something. Palkia, why are you trying to get rid of us?
You dare pretend you don't know? You are distorting this with distorting space with a reckless abandon. If distortion spreads, the power of darkness will grow. If the world will be drowned in this world nightmare of darkness. To prevent it, you must be wiped from existence.
But there must be some other way. You govern space and dimension, don't you, Palkia? Can't you mend the distortion of space yourself?
It is true that I can bend space to my will, but for the first time ever, I am unable to control part of space. And worse still, the distortion of space is amplifying. This is all you're doing. There's no but one way to save the world. That is what for you to be erased from this world forever.
Palkia is saying the same thing Cresselia said. Oh, Claudio, Cresselia's told us the truth after all. Maybe they're right about us. Maybe we do have to disappear. Kitsy,
I feel sorry for you, but this must be done to preserve peace. Please understand.
Palkia? Ah, here you are. I found you at last. Cresselia. It's spreading darkness engulfs even this place. You must be eliminated as soon as possible, before we finally pass the point of no return. Claudio, we refused to give up. We did what we could. But after everything we did, was it all for nothing? Was all our effort a waste? So, are you ready for your end? Cresselia, one moment. Tell us one last thing. If we disappear, will the world really be and truly be saved? Yes, it absolutely will. The world will be saved beyond the shadow of a doubt. Are you finally satisfied? Yes. If we really must disappear, that will save the world. After so much, Kitsy's will is stirring sway, and so is mine. But this truly and absolutely is this truly and absolutely the correct course of action?
Wait, Cresselia. Blinded by my fear, I attacked them earlier, but seeing them now, they don't seem to be driven by malice or wickedness. My dreams, Cresselia, you insisted they were bad, but are they truly bad?
Cresselia said that about us? Palkia's dreams? I know, I guess another sip. Well, and Palkia sleeping? Don't be fooled by their appearances, Palkia. If we get rid of them now, we will all be saved. So, just like we did, Palkia met Cresselia in his dreams, but now Palkia is growing suspicious. Something is very wrong here, and all this is based on what Cresselia claims. Enough of this. I will be rid of you now. Kitsy, don't abandon hope. Now, take this. Yes, that's exactly it. Never abandon hope. What? Wait, there's a second Cresselia. Ah.
What is this? Who is this?
Excellent. I was just in time. Blast you, Cresselia. I've been foiled, just as I was about to dispose those meddlers once and for all. Please listen, Claudio, Kitsy, and Palkia. If you've all been misled by all this time, by Darkrai here.
What?
The Cresselia you thought you knew until now was not me. That false Cresselia was nothing more than an illusion made by Darkrai. It was merely a mockery of me.
What?
The Cresselia we knew up to now was just a fake. Darkrai, using an illusionary duplicate of me to deceive others. It's so typical of you, but you will never bring your actual self out of hiding. You never normally operate under cover of darkness. That's why you personally emerged from the shadows to dispose of these two. That is very unlike you. You two. Behind Cresselia. What? Us? Correct. Pay close attention. Now, the one truly responsible for exploiting the space distortion, for shrouding the world into nightmare. It is my doing, mine alone. What did you say? You are more welcome to try and stop me. Come to me in the Dark Crater. You're not getting away, Darkrai. Darkrai vanished. You cannot catch me, Cresselia. Not ever. You two, I shall be waiting in the Dark Crater. Dark Crater? Save the game. Meryl! Azurill, that's great. You woke up from your nightmare. Yup. You did it, Miss Cresselia. Thank you so much. And Mr. Drowsy, too. Huh, me? Well, gosh. Thank you so much, Mr. Drowsy. Mr. Drowsy, I have to thank you, too. You stayed and take care of Azurill this whole time. Thank you so much. Well, shucks, that's the least I could do. Say, Cresselia, what happened to Palkia? Palkia is immersed within the spatial rift. It's where he's attempting to take care of the distortion of space. As for that governs space itself, he is taking his pride on its success. 1 second, I got a sip of water and let my cat in because she's yowling. Come on in, little kitty. It's alright, little mitten. It's okay, Stacy. I'm just doing a video. Okay. Right, you mind yourself, little mitten. Given that duty, I would not expect to see him manifest here again.
Well done. How remarkable. It's truly marvelous. Marvelous indeed, Cresselia. We've heard from your power to dispel darkness, but only in rumor. It's all true. I must say, it's completely marvelous.
I understand. You used your power when we were in Palkia's nightmare. That's how you pulled Palkia and us out of the nightmare. Indeed. I do have the power to dispel darkness. It lets me dispel nightmares and awaken those in the deepest sleep. Darkrai stands as the opposite to my being. He has the power to enshroud those who sleep in a nightmare. Kitsy and Claudio, do you recall where you met my imposter? That imposter, that is to say, the first Cresselia met. Those encounters were always within dreams, weren't they? That's true. It's true. The first time we were it was a dream, and later they think of it. I cannot fathom how you got gotten here, but I find your visit ever so convenient. I've longed to meet the both of you. That time I was dreaming, I guess it never occurred to me, but I realized that it was in Azul's nightmare. In other words, it still was in a dream. Then the next time we met was in Palkia's nightmare. The first Cresselia we encountered. That first Cresselia, we encountered her only in dreams. I'm just going to pause real quick. My cat is making a lot of noise. I'm just going to make sure she's all taken care of. See you in a bit. Alright, I'm back. Encountered her only in dreams. Darkrai has the power to create realistic illusions. What Darkrai was doing was using his illusions to make you all think you were seeing me. It was all an elaborate ruse to get at you, Claudio and Kitsy, so your whole existence could be eliminated. What?
What? To eliminate Claudio and Kitsy from this world? Eliminate? Those two?
Well, that's shocking if you want to get rid of you, but why would Darkrai plot something so complicated? It all seems trouble of using Cresselia as an imposter. Wouldn't it be faster confront them directly to the battle?
No, that wasn't the voice I wanted, but I would guess they would all be out of fear of Claudio and Kitsy. Darkrai was afraid of me and Claudio? Yes, it's because Claudio and Kitsy saved the world once before. That was when they prevented the collapse of the temporal tower. But who was really the one that put the ruin of temporal tower in motion? Who was it who really sought to put the planets into paralysis? It was none other than Darkrai. Darkrai was behind the crisis at Temporal Tower. Darkrai intends to enshroud the world in darkness. If Darkrai failed to do that with the destruction of the Temporal Tower, after that, he turned his attention to the distortion of space itself. If the distortion of space were to grow, Darkrai's power to create nightmares would also grow. That's why he sought to envelop all Pokemon in a nightmare. It was all Darkrai's doing. He was making the distortion of space expand. Darkrai was doing that? Isn't this distortion of expanding space because of our existence? It is true your existence is causing space distortion, but your distortion is extremely small. Furthermore, your distortion of space won't expand on its own. Then, yes, the expanding of distortion space has nothing to do with you. It was blamed on you, however, so that you would be eliminated. It was all part of Darkrai's elaborate deception. Oh, Claudio, I'm so glad. We're not beings that must not exist. It's okay for us to live in this world. We're not unwanted. Kitsy. I don't know how you two went through, but it's just not possible for either of you, Kitsy or Claudio, to be unwanted in this world. If either of you went away, Kitsy or Claudio, you would make me sad. I think everyone at the guild would be sad too. It makes us happy that you're with us, Kitsy and Claudio. That's reason enough to keep existing. Wigglytuff. More than that, it's not just Kitsy or Claudio. Everyone here, all the Pokemon in this world, none of our lives no one never lives without meaning. So, never think that you're never wanted ever again. Stay full of cheer, alright? Thank you, Wigglytuff.
Hey, but what about the dirty and dishonest? That Darkrai is a piece of work.
He never comes out in the open. He does his nefarious work from the shadows. If you will confront him, he will always flee. That's how Darkrai always has done things. But Darkrai is doing something unlike him right now. He has invited Kitsy and Claudio to confront him. It's true. Darkrai has left those parting words. You two are more than welcome to try and stop me. Come to me in the Dark Crater. You two, I shall be waiting in the Dark Crater. Dark Crater? Darkrai told us to go to Dark Crater, and that's where he'd be waiting. Cresselia, you believe that the man you believe that he demanded Kitsy and Claudio to come for him for a reason, don't you? You believe that it's a trap? Yes, it's a trap with no doubt. It doesn't matter if it's a trap or not. If we don't stop Darkrai, he'll smother the whole world with darkness. We have to do something. We're going to go to Dark Crater. Okay, I respect your decision. I will accompany you. As long as you've been aware of Darkrai's scheme, I have to pursue him in a long time to thwart. I pursued him for a long time to thwart his plan, but every time I caught up to him, he would elude me. This time, he's waiting for us. I would like to settle this once and for all.
I'll go too.
Rachel!
Yep, I'll do, by golly. I'm delighted by everyone's offers of help, but I'm afraid Darkrai would be scared off by too many of us were to go. This is a rare chance to corner Darkrai and stop his nefarious scheme. Please, be content with us of just the three of us going. Aw, that's too bad. I wanted to say but I'd have to say you two are right. Don't worry, everyone. We'll be sure to defeat Darkrai and come back.
Yes, you two do that.
If anyone can, it's you.
Yep, take care, by golly. Thank you, everyone. Let's go, Claudio, to the Dark Crater where Darkrai awaits us. To the northwest of here, there is a large land of volcanic terrain. Dark Crater is located there. Please, tell me when you're ready to leave. I will guide you to Dark Crater. We're going to do that next time, because it's a wonderful thing that it'll be episode number 50 and possibly the storyline finale. I could even just call it season 2 finale, and then after that would be season 3. But if you're all excited for that, tune in Friday, and we will have the big 50 Season 2 finale of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers the Sky. Stay tuned, stay woke, stay hydrated. Take care. Bye now.